First up on the show, all eyes are on the talks between the US President Joe Biden and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as Israel expands its ground offensive on all fronts. The Israeli military has released a video in which it claims to show Israeli troops conducting operations in southern Lebanon. The Israeli military claims its troops are eliminating Hezbollah group members in close quarter combat and locating underground infrastructure as well. Hezbollah claims clashes with Israeli troops are taking place in South Lebanon. The Iran-backed group continues to fire a barrage of rockets into Israel a day after carrying out a massive attack on Haifa. Now, the IDF has claimed rockets have been launched from Lebanon at the Israeli city once again. It claims some of the rockets have been intercepted, but several impacts have been identified in the Haifa area. At least 2 people have been injured by the shrapnel in one of the impacts on Tuesday. Hezbollah fired over 100 rockets at Haifa within an hour. Reports say the impact in the Kiryat Belek city has caused power outages. Now, at least 6 people have been injured in a stabbing attack as well in the Israeli city of Hadera. According to the police, the suspects stabbed people in 4 different before fleeing on a bike. The Israeli police say that the suspect has been killed and has called the incident a terror attack. Now, Biden is expected to hold a phone conversation with Netanyahu. The two are likely to discuss Israel's plans to retaliate against Iran for its October 1st ballistic missile attack. The talks come amid reports of growing frustration in Washington over Jerusalem's unwillingness to share details of its intentions going forward. The U.S. has been on the edge awaiting Israel's response to 200 ballistic missiles launched by Tehran last week. It has been trying to dissuade several from mounting a response that it views as disproportionate. But despite its efforts in tempering Israel's approach by urging it to avoid striking oil facilities or nuclear sites, the U.S. has found itself in a dark spot, with Israel declining to share any details of its plans with its allies. Now, remember, Netanyahu has warned Lebanon that it could face destruction like Gaza. He called on the Lebanese people to stand up to the Hezbollah. And our correspondent Jody Cohen sent us this report from Israel on the very latest intentions of the Netanyahu government and that phone conversation that is likely.
The issue of ceasefire talks has come up again in West Asia. Israel's Channel 12 is reporting that Iran, Arab states and America are in talks regarding a potential ceasefire on all fronts, and that Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar is seeking reassurances that he won't be targeted. In a public address, Hezbollah Deputy Chief Naim Qassem said that Hezbollah now supports ceasefire efforts. The US State Department has suggested that's because Hezbollah is now on the back foot. Meanwhile, President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu are speaking on Wednesday about Israel's expected counteroffensive against Iran. A US official has reportedly suggested that while the US supports Israel's responding to Iran's ballistic missile attack, the call would seek to shape and limit Israel's response. This is Jody Cohen for WION.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.